Right, this is another discussion. I posted loads of videos on my holiday, and it's it's I'm impressed with whether it's really pushed me my channel forward. And after that, I've posted a bit more music, but I'm back to discussions now, and this is a discussion on where humans did humans just evolve, just come about just by means of evolution, or were they genetically engineered? Well, personally, I believe the creation account in Genesis, which teaches that humans were created but by God, and that in a sense they were genetically engineered. No, but by a spirit creature, by the spirit, this spirit creature, God that created them. It's like, I mean, our DNA is very similar to, is like, they say it's like 90% or whatever it is, identical to that of a chimpanzee. And for that reason, they use that as evidence that we evolved from apes. But it says in the Bible that everything was created according to its kind. You can look at it this way: every version of Windows that comes out is very similar to the last one. But they were all created separately. It's like, I believe God created everything in stages. He started off with making things simple, like the amoebas in the seas, and he did things he sort of did things in stages. Everything got more complex as time went on until we got up to the human being. But because he did it that way, it's been taken the wrong way, like that. That everything's evolved gradually, when it didn't happen like that. And I was watching this program on TV with William Shatner in it. William Shatner, that used to be in Star Trek, and he was having a discussion with these guys, blokes as we call them in Britain, in England, and they were talking to Eric Van Daniken. William Shatner was saying that they've got the evidence that they think they had different species of man, like Neanderthals, and so forth. So that's proof of evolution. Well, personally, I think Neanderthals were just human beings like the rest of us. They were a different species. They were a different race. But humans. What was I going to say? We're talking about and everything that existed before humans was here was only just an ape. That's all. That's what my beliefs are. But this Eric Van Daniken was saying he believed the evidence showed that our species, our brand as he called it, was genetically engineered. Because when it says in the Bible that let us make man according to our image, it's what it actually meant was that we're being genetically engineered, and all the other religions basically taught the same. Major religions basically taught all the other holy books, but basically taught the same thing. And that's what he believed the evidence was, that we were genetically engineered by whoever it was created, or created our species. That's what he believed. He believed happened, but personally, I believe that every species on Earth was genetically engineered by God. But what was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought a bit now. I'm going to post another mini discussions in the description about a guy that I used to know who believed we were genetically engineered from a lion and an ape. But the question is, who were we if we were genetically engineered, who were we genetically engineered by? Well, so a lot would say it was aliens who did it. Well, I don't believe that. I just believe that life on the earth was created by God. But a lot will say aliens did it. This Eric Van Daniken. His contention is that these aliens visited us from afar, and we perceive them as gods. But he does believe that there is a God. He's not an atheist. But he believes that no, we got our Bible and so forth from these. He believes that our Bible and all the other holy books were inspired by these aliens because we thought they were gods. That's why his book is called Chariots of the Gods. And he believes that these aliens visited Earth, and they genetically engineered us. And but but what was it really aliens? Does it have to be aliens who genetically engineered us? I mean, people could have all sorts of different beliefs on this subject, couldn't they? Let's explore a few things that people might believe. Well, for one, those of us who believe in evolution, who don't, a lot of people who believe in evolution don't believe that there is a creator. You know, you got people like Richard Dawkins and Stephen Hawking. They were atheists. David Attenborough, he's an agnostic. He's not sure either way, but he does believe in evolution. But it's been proven that the odds against one cell forming itself are absolutely astronomical. It's one in a number that's like greater than the number of atoms in the universe, in the known universe. The chances of it happening are so very remote. Well, I believe that in itself supports the idea of creation, but some will take it to mean that Earth is the only planet that's ever been inhabited, because this process of evolution, the odds against it taking place are so astronomically remote that it drew out that probably more than likely the only planet where it's happened is the one where we live here, Earth, and the chances are there's no life on other planets. And I've got a low battery. I've got 20%, so it should last me for the rest of this discussion. But so in that, imagine. So some people might believe that life, Earth, is the only planet on which life has evolved, and say that in our very distant future, we evolve still further, and we develop the ability to travel to other planets, and and no, it becomes a bit. We develop the ability to travel to other planets because we're concerned about life on this planet becoming uninhabitable in the future. And then we learn to travel through time, and we travel back again to our planet in a very distant past. And what happened was initially could have been that our species didn't actually evolve initially till like millions or even billions of years into the future from now. But we travel back in time and set up home in the past. So the timeline's been altered so that we exist in the time period we do now because we travelled back in time from the future. Or another theory could be that these aliens who were supposed to have genetically engineered us are actually beings that came from our planet, but they existed say maybe millions or billions of years into the future. And they travelled back in time and visited Earth, which is where they originally came from, and speeding up the process of evolution so that everything happened much faster than what it did initially. Did you catch me drift? You probably don't understand a word of what I'm saying, really, but these are all theories that people might come up with, aren't they? No, because think we were genetically engineered by aliens, and these aliens might be beings from our future, or in effect, we might actually be beings from our future who've sort of travelled back in time and altered the course of history so that we exist in this time period where we didn't initially exist. It's all very far fetched, isn't it? But these are all things that people might believe. But Richard Dawkins has actually explored the possibility that we might be genetically engineered by aliens. He doesn't believe in God, but he's got an open mind towards us being the possibility of us being genetically engineered by aliens. And Richard Dawkins, he believes that everything came about by means of evolution because the concept of a god is something that's not understandable to his mind. Well, what I believe is God is a separate being from the rest of us. He's not physical, he's spiritual. The first discussion that I posted on my YouTube channel, if you look through my discussions playlist, you'll find it. It's the first discussion that I posted on there, and it was about whether a god could have existed without being created. And it's all food for thought, isn't it? Anyway, just I'm probably boring you all to tears, aren't I? Just post your thoughts on this in the comments and tell me what you think.